POV you in the club dancing while he is in his bed crying and waiting for your message. Him, where are you right now? Me, because I am still mad. How to stay toxic 101. If you don't want to call someone but need proof you tried calling them, put your phone on airplane mode and call more than 3 times to show you tried.
These gals certainly have their hang-ups, if that's what you want to call it. If I were trying to speak to my partner, I'd certainly feel angry in every cell of my body if I found out they were being phony in their attempts to reach out. When it comes to full bars, you're allowed to prefer the ones with apple martinis rather than the ones on your Apple phone. But good service should be a requirement on all fronts, and making a contract means you have to stick to the terms, even if that's just a quick message to say you're safe or calling back a pal after she leaves a voicemail. I'm not saying you can't be mobile when you're committed in a contract. You aren't a landline bound to your house, and you can't be given a penalty if you've stuck to your terms and conditions. Go ahead and roam all you want, but remember that usually comes with a price to pay, and if you don't sort out the plan before you go out, you could very well end up with bad credit if there's miscommunication. Be the friend or Wi-Fi you would want. Surround yourself with relationships where you would want to put a ring on it and friends who don't drain your battery. My advice is to dial back the toxic behavior, tone down the avoidance, and only give your number out to contacts you'd drop 5G on. That should cover your bases and is settings you up for success. Okay, no more phone puns or I might shut down. Hey Girl Scout, what's shakin'? How have you been? I personally have been great. I've had a positive start into the new year, and I've been lucky enough to watch some of my closest friends also begin 2023 with great achievements and habits. Comment below if you've started the year off with a win so we can all be proud together. Unfortunately, for every win, there is a loss. Yin and yang, so to speak. And by that I mean for every positive resolution I've seen online, there's a person on TikTok spouting toxic things they've done as if it's some cute, quirky personality trait and not unhealthy ways of coping with their negative feelings. So today, I wanted to reflect on the people of TikToxic, poke a bit of fun and emphasize why these harmful habits aren't the confident girl boss alpha male moments these people pretend they are. Because what better time than the beginning of a new year to start setting new healthy habits in place? Enough chit chat, let's just jump right into things.
This is how I got sweet revenge on my cheating ex. So before I left, I had a copy of the keys made. A week after we broke up, he moved the girl he was cheating with in his house. They're together about 6 months, everything's going good. She's out of town visiting her family, and the day she's coming back, while he's at work, I let myself in their house. I tucked a pair of panties in his couch cushions, took a bra and put it under the foot of his bed, an empty condom wrapper in his bed sheets, as well as wiped my makeup face all over his pillows and sprayed perfume. In the bathroom, I took makeup remover wipes and tampon applicators and put them in the trash. On the counter, I left a used brush, foundation, and lipstick, but that's not it. In the kitchen sink, I left 2 wine glasses, an empty bottle of wine next to the trash, as well as 2 food takeout containers, and a pair of flip-flops by the door. Next day, she's blasting his cheating ass all over social media.
Psh, that's nothing. When I was 9, my mom took away my Xbox after I wouldn't clean my room, so I ran away from home, telling her she'd be sorry before I left. Then, I staged my kidnapping and continually sent her notes and pictures of myself to ruin her life over the course of a few years. Because how dare she try to undermine me? I've grown so much since then. I even bought my own Xbox, so I don't have to let others choose when I can play my games, and I have full control over my own life, and I don't have to clean my stupid room unless I want to, okay, Mom? But yeah, I'm over it, and I think I got my revenge just fine. This was years ago, by the way, and I've changed, so I'm not psycho or crazy. I wouldn't ever stage my own kidnapping to fool my parents into thinking I'd been taken because of their actions leading me to walk out the door ever again. Unless they deserved it, of course, because I can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Don't cross me is all I'm saying. Can anyone say boss babe?
Ryan, I've decided to run away. Don't come looking for me. And definitely don't chase me to the airport and catch me at the gate just before I'm about to get on the plane with like an emotional speech and possibly flowers. For example, it would be awful if all the TSA people were gathered around watching this emotional moment. Even the older black female carry-on scanner who initially stopped you at the baggage check, but who after you told her of your intentions said, "Go get 'em, child," in flagrant disregard of all newly implemented post-9/11 security measures. And if you were considering bringing a boombox to play music, I would suggest any one of these 6 songs. So again, ran away, don't come after me.
6 months later. 6 months of wasting energy being angry at people who haven't given you a passing thought. They do not deserve to live in your noggin rent-free. Have you seen the energy crisis we're having in this world? We don't have energy to spare or waterworks to waste. So get those suckers evicted and get someone who makes that house in your mind feel like a home. You know, who can always build a warm, cozy fire when you don't have the funds to spend on light bulb moments. I.e. someone who makes you happy and doesn't leech time off of you by making you spiral. Also, people really need to stop just blatantly admitting to crimes on the internet publicly. Joke's on you when they get revenge on your revenge by screen recording your TikTok, showing the police, and landing you a criminal record. Who's the winner of that situation then? Who comes out on top looking wronged? Certainly not the person facing the courts who broke in and staged a scenario that made a couple break up. Him cheating on you was all you needed to show his character. But now, if he makes any excuses justifying his actions using your reaction as an example, people will only look at him with pity and understanding, not you. And that's not fair. He cheated. He deserves to be looked at as a loser. And her helping him cheat and then staying with him knowing he did that, well, that spoke to her character too. And even though you think any woman that doesn't agree with you is a Karen, I can guarantee that if you stop deleting replies to your comments, you'd be able to see just how many gals don't want to be associated with the women are crazy and will get their revenge trope you're leaning into. Guess they both learned the same lesson. Change your locks, both to your physical space and to the space in your thoughts.
He blocked your number? Not a problem. Download Google Voice app and create a new number. He blocks that one? Create another. The possibilities are endless. Stay toxic.
I swear, Stacy, it was so annoying. I just keep on making all these numbers and texting him incessantly, and he still wouldn't argue with me. So annoying. Like, have some fight in you. Don't be so weak. I obviously would have taken him back if he made just like the tiniest bit of effort to acknowledge me. I know he knows he made a mistake in letting me go. I gave him a chance, but it's too late now. Now he's trying to be all dramatic and press charges for harassing communications or something, so we have to go to court. I could go to jail for literally just trying to help him. Take a joke, loser. I'm actually glad he broke up with me, because honestly it's so cringe that he didn't just like switch numbers or something easy and instead decided to be all whiny and attention seeking with the extreme law option. Joke's on him. I'm gonna look so damn good in my professional clothes he wouldn't even know it hit him. The judge is totally gonna find me not guilty since I'm so hot, especially when he sees the fashion crimes this man commits on a daily basis. Oh, and I'm gonna get a bunch of really hot Tinder guys to come sit in on the case so he can see just how popular and wanted I am. Too bad he missed his chance to answer the phone. If I'm in jail, he'll have to pay for my collect calls when he finally realizes he wants to speak to me.
And you kids, stay out of my yard! Hello?
Yeah, this is Mrs. Lemon. I'm with the cheese company.
The cheese company? Well, who do you want to talk to, Mrs. Lemon?
Sir, what time could I drop some cheese by your house?
Cheese? I didn't order any cheese.
Sir, what color socks are you wearing?
Well, they're a lovely blue, but what happened to our discussion of the cheeses?
Sir, there's a bug on your shoulder.
A ball! All right.
Sir, what time would you like your cheese delivered?
I tell you, I didn't order any cheese. You have the wrong number.
Yeah, that's considered a crime, with possible jail time depending on the situation. What does that accomplish? Yeah, it's annoying to them to get tons of calls and to maybe even have to change numbers, but you're the one who's going to get a criminal record if they escalate it. Imagine if the tables were turned. You ended a relationship and they kept harassing you nonstop. You would think they were crazy. You would never want to get back with them, and you'd absolutely do what you needed to do to stop it so that you could live the life you'd wanted when you broke up with them in the first place. It's all fun and games until they make you face the consequences of your actions. And when those consequences include dealing with the law, it's probably never worth it for a relationship built on toxic habits.
What is the pettiest thing you've done after the end of a relationship?
Oh my god, let me tell you. I do, however, want to preface this story by saying, like, and every girl says this, I'm aware of that, but like, I'm not a crazy ex-girlfriend. When we break up, that's it, that's done. You will never hear or see from me ever again. Bye. So it took a lot for me to be petty in a breakup. And truthfully, he deserved it because this man put me in therapy. He was the worst. Not enough about him. So what I did, I had all my shit packed up and ready to go when I broke up with him, but I forgot a few things on accident. So when I went back to pick up the few things that I accidentally left, I knew he wouldn't be there. So he has like this key ring that was always hanging by the door. So I like grabbed a nail file, or like one of those like metal ones, and I like shaved off like one of the teeth on every key. I took all of the, like, the chargers, the block part that you plug into the wall, but I left all the cords, just so he would be pissed off that he had the cord, but where the fuck are all these blocks? Where did they go? I took the plate out of his microwave. That was funny because I put it like on top of the cabinet. He'll never find it, but I didn't steal it. I didn't steal anything. Whatever. So then also he refused to let me buy Tide Pods, and I don't know why it pissed me off so much. I think it was just the fact that he was like telling me I couldn't do something, and I was like, I'm sorry. Me? You're talking to me? Okay. So we used the powder detergent. Bought a bag of glitter from Michael's, and I got like the clear glitter, so you can't really see it in there. I don't know how long he used that, but I'm thrilled. I hope he used all of it and was just so pissed. We had like these curtain rods that have like a little like hook on the end of them. I put a couple sardines like from this like can of them that he had in the fridge. I put those like along the like rod, so I'm sure it was really stinky in there. And then the last but favorite thing that I did was I knew his email and his phone number, so I registered him. I spent like hours just going through websites registering his email and his phone number for like just random shit, so it was just spam all the time. I wonder how many calls he's gotten about his car's extended warranty, but I wouldn't know. I blocked him, so don't know if he was ever upset about it.
I'm an open book. Ask away. Oh, you want to talk exes? Okay, well, let me preface by saying I know every Tinder date says this, but I'm not a psycho killer. Normally, if we don't vibe, that's it, unmatched, the end. So it took a lot for me to, like, murder someone. But truthfully, he deserved it. I wasted a super like on him in like 4 days of texting. So I just invited him over to watch Dexter, so it was kind of annoyingly ironic, but also funny. And then And my favorite thing I did was... I'm sure he's getting tons of calls wondering where he is, but I wouldn't know because I unmatched him. And it's not like he's answering them because he's obviously not here anymore, Anyways, what about you? Tell me about your exes.
In that case, Sergeant, let me put this in the open for you. No matter what you try, no matter when, no matter how hard you work, I'll always be a step ahead of you for one simple reason. And what's that? I own you.
I love how she frames it as being so hard for her to be toxic, as if it was a great achievement to do so instead of moving on. And I love how she makes sure we know she didn't steal the microwave thing or anything, emphasis on that, but also she took the charger blocks, no big deal, whatever, I didn't say steal, so it wasn't stealing, so I'm innocent. Spending your hard-earned money on glitter, spending your personal hours subscribing to spam, doing so many things that discredit your claim of being someone who just moves on absolutely doesn't help you. It makes you look exactly like a psycho ex-girlfriend, and so he looks good in the breakup scenario. You're doing him a favor, even if he's got to Febrez's shower and pop over to Walmart for a few bucks worth of things. You deserve to quietly move on and not waste any more time on him. You should be proud of yourself for not usually reacting impulsively and emotionally, because that can take a lot of restraint and the reward is more long-term rather than immediate. Some people spend years trying to do that. The people praising her need to understand that just because you can do it doesn't mean you should or that it's a good thing. He may deserve it. Let me emphasize, he does deserve it. But I guarantee being labeled a cheater and having to watch his ex thrive without him will do a lot deeper, more effective damage. Especially if he's clearly not ready to self-reflect and change. You're just letting him think that what he did was right. And he can get people to confirm that belief with your story. Don't give him that satisfaction. Make him have an existential crisis.
Text your ex at 2 a.m. and say hey I'm outside. Then wait 5 minutes and text never mind wrong person. Stay toxic friends. Text your ex at 1 a.m. I'm here and then say fuck wrong number. Hashtag stay toxic. Text your ex at 1 a.m. I'm here then say never mind wrong number bro. Stay toxic. Same idea but in another language. Text your ex at 1 a.m. I'm here then say never mind wrong number bro. Stay toxic. Text your ex at 1 a.m. I'm here then say never mind your ex at 2 a.m. and say hey I'm outside. Then 1 minute later text oops wrong person. Text your ex at 1 a.m. I'm outside. Hey wait a few minutes and then say never mind your ex at 2 a.m. and say I'm here then say sorry never mind wrong number. Stay toxic.
Why stop there? Text your son that he's adopted while he's waiting for his job interview and then say never mind, wrong person after he replies with a bunch of question marks and is escorted into the hiring manager's office with no way of replying to you till it's over. Leave a voicemail for your coworker saying you're in love with him and that you want him to leave his wife for you while they're away on their honeymoon. And then follow up with never mind, wrong person after his wife stops uploading cute couple stories of them on Insta and he's let the boss know he'll be back earlier than expected. Call your local police station and tell them you've buried the body. Throw in some heavy breathing and maniacal laughter too. Then call back a few minutes later and say never mind, wrong number. Trust me, they love being led on and teased like that. I guarantee it will totally make you wanted.
I broke up with my ex-girl. Here's a number. What's that shit say? Psych! That's the wrong number!
Ignoring the fact that some of these people are clearly memeing, and hilariously might I add, it's obvious from the comments that some of these people are serious, and a ton of all of their followers genuinely think this is a good idea. As former President Barack Obama once said,
now let me be clear.
This is pathetic, and any person with half a brain would read that and know exactly what you're trying to do. It's so obviously trying to make them jealous, and when someone's no longer with you, trying to lie that you're thriving by going out of your way to shove it in their face when you aren't only makes you look desperate and sad. Show them you're thriving by going out and living the life you want, by actually thriving and growing for you so you enjoy your life more. Don't post things with the sole purpose of making them jealous. Don't accidentally message them something meant for some other person. Spending more of your time and effort on them when they've cut you out isn't fair to you. And honestly, it doesn't accomplish what they think. It's not attractive to play these games and to spend your time and energy scheming against someone who doesn't care. So it's not going to make them pine after you and think you're cool and confident. If anything, it will make them see how much of your time you're wasting on them instead of on you, and will only highlight low self-esteem. Don't let them think they matter if they won't give you that same extension. But side note, please fake Alpha Chad quote TikToks never die. Because when this kind of stuff's ironic, it's so funny.
I'm gonna message some girls' husbands, and I'm gonna show you their responses. To all you women who thought it was such a good idea to comment on my video nasty things, this goes out to you. I am gonna find your husbands today, and we have the first account already picked. And I just want to see if her husband's attached. JXE Lisa, let's see if your husband is gonna respond to me. Click. There's your account. We're gonna click your little Instagram there. Oh, I can't see any posts, but you do have your hubby tagged. Aw, Darren. Seems like such a nice name. I can already tell from his photo that he is very handsome. Oh, look at that. Follow. I don't follow very many people, but as soon as he accepts that, I'm gonna show you. Let's move on to the next, okay? Oh, we found another one. Sour X Sweetness. This is her comment. I think if someone said this to my man in front of me, I'd be going to jail. All right, miss. Oh, your Instagram is linked. Let's just see what happens. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend is also linked. It says hers. We're gonna send him a little message. In 1 sec, I'm gonna type it. I said, hey, how's it going? Don't worry, I'll let you know what he says. K Stuxy. What about telling a single man that they're handsome? I don't know, instead of being a homewrecker. Let's see if she's got one. Oh, her TikTok says she's married. I'm just gonna scroll a little bit and boom, there he is. Papa Stux. Let's give him a message. I said, hey, how's it going? I'm starting out really simple, just in case they see it first. But trust me, I bet you one of the 4, if I showed all 4, will respond. And I'm gonna show you everything.
Oh, you're gonna call me a homewrecker and say bad things about me? Well, I don't care what you say. I don't care so much that I'm gonna prove that you're totally right. Maybe next time, instead of pointing out a fixable flaw of mine and sending me into a self-reflective spiral, you'll just hold your tongue, enable me, and maybe even call me a girl boss to boost my ego so I don't meddle in your love life. As a famous homewrecker once said, if you can't handle me at my worst, then you should probably run far away and not let me know, because I'll date your son, cheat on him with your husband, and then marry into the family through your cousin so that you'll all have to deal with with me at every major family event. It's wreck or be wrecked out here. I'd go to my local therapist and heal myself, but I already DM'd her husband and broke them up last week, so...
Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog.
What the French, Toast?
Did you think I wouldn't find out about your little doo-doo head cootie queen?
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor?
Pickle you, kumquat!
You're overreacting.
No, Bill, overreacting was when I put your convertible into a wood chipper. Stinky McStink face!
You Hoboken.
So let me get this straight. Someone you don't know had a criticism of something you publicly posted. So you do something that solidifies their negative opinion of you? Why? Because you might get a fleeting moment of validation for being hot if the guy responds and a boost for being funny from the few LOL comments you get? All of which is only a temporary band-aid on the self-confidence issues that make a stranger's TikTok comments affect you so deeply that you're willing to try and destroy her relationship as payback for pointing out a toxic trait in you? The amount of comments encouraging her and even asking her to test their partners is disgusting. Games aren't cute. This isn't funny. And if you think that her behavior is justified, you also need to take a step back from social media until you can handle valid criticisms without impulsively reacting out of emotion. Because your self-worth does not deserve to be determined by randoms online. I mean, even if the comments had been awful, you don't want to enable those commenters by stooping low and letting them think that they're justified in their words. Prove them wrong by not being toxic. Know who you are and be proud of your actions. And then their words are empty and meaningless anyways. And if your partner hasn't given you a reason not to trust them, using past experience or self-made beliefs that they shouldn't be trusted is only going to destroy the relationship. And if they have given you a reason, then why are you with them when you deserve so much more? This girl's beautiful. She deserves to have self-confidence and to be surrounded by people who make her feel good enough and who love her enough to help her grow. But to get there, she needs to be attracting those healthy relationships instead of enablers with tumultuous romances. That takes self-reflection and toxic behavior changing. But remember, it's never too late to grow. So start those changes when you're ready to get to where you want to be. People who can see your growth won't let your past determine who you are now. At least those healthy people won't.
I'd rather see her unhappy with me than happy with someone else.
Now, I know what you may be thinking. Damn, what an awful person. But you're wrong. This is actually a love tale. One of letting go of the one you care about most for their own true happiness. It's selfless. You see, he wrote then, not then. He would rather see her move on and be happy after not being fulfilled in their relationship. Some might think he's a cold-blooded alpha male who's keen on getting what he wants at all costs, but the real ones know how to read into what he's saying, to see the sensitive soul underneath it all. At least that's what he told me when I asked about the TikTok on our first date. Now, he couldn't be happier together. Did I say he? I meant we, obviously. I'm happy too, I swear.
Remember our first date?
Yeah, remember our first date? You were a nervous wreck.
I was having an allergic reaction. Never mind.
Yep, no, just kidding. I think that was just a grammar mistake. No hidden meaning there. Imagine being so selfish that you would rather the person you claim to love be miserable instead of giving them an ounce of effort. Worse, imagine admitting this on your TikTok account for everyone to see, thinking this is funny and lighthearted. Love is selfless. It's about give and take, and there's never true love without moments of compromise and moments of choosing the harder choice of growth instead of the easier choice of being rigid and not putting in the work. If you want someone to be with you and you don't care that they're unhappy, you don't love them. You love how they make you feel, how they enhance your life, and the sacrifices they make for you. You love that they love you, which isn't the same as loving them for them. That rigid mindset will lead to someone getting hurt, be it them for never truly receiving what they deserve back, or you when they decide to find someone who does fulfill that. And for the former to last, you'll be cutting them off from healthy friends and family who see your lack of effort and pride in your toxicity. You'll tear down her self-esteem, and you'll emotionally manipulate her into feeling like she doesn't deserve more than you give. Which, yikes if you think that's okay to do. She's unhappy with you for a reason. Figure out why and either change your bad habits if you think they're reasonable to work on to keep her, or accept that you don't think she's worth it and give her up to someone who does.
When I tell him I'm going out with my mum, I mean my other man. Told him I was out with my mum. He don't know my mom stands for my other man. Me starting an argument with my man so I can go see my other man. #stay toxic.
LOL, that's so funny. You really got that riz to be able to get yourself a bae and a side chick. These guys really are simps for you, no cap on God. It's pretty pog.
We're a team. We're a dynamic duo. She's my side chick. Side chick!
I will Yeah, making up some slang for it doesn't suddenly make what you're doing quirky and funny. It doesn't normalize it. And acting like starting fights with someone for no reason, to cheat on them no less, is gross. Wanting to hurt someone if they've hurt you or wanting validation is normal. But we always have the choice in how we react to that hurt or need for validation. Asking for what you need and communicating how you feel instead of playing these weird mind games will get what you want. It could be an apology and some attention, or if they aren't willing to give you what you need from them, that knowledge gives you what you need to walk away and find someone who will. Though fulfilling needs goes two ways. And if you aren't able to stay committed to someone who is looking for a monogamous relationship, then this TikTok might just be their knowledge they needed to walk away from you. I mean, if admitting to the whole world that you're lying to your man and seeing someone on the side ain't grounds for him saying TTYL forever, I don't know what is. Although I'm sure he's just dying to plan another date with you. Any excuse to say see you next Tuesday, I suppose. Sorry, my mom said no and that we'll understand when we're older, and to tell your mom she said hi and she does want to catch up for coffee soon, but she's been so busy with Christmas and that, so just to text her and they can plan something soon now that the holidays are over. And also, how did her weekend trip to Wine County go?
Drink wine and laugh and wear moo-moos, just like hanging out, drinking wine.
All that is baked into the itinerary. We're gonna lay around, we're gonna drink wine.
We've been drinking wine all day.
A ton of wine.
Better get to wine tasting.
This one's good. What's it called again?
White wine.
In all seriousness, this weird glorification of really toxic behavior isn't cool. It's hurting the poster more than they might think, in more ways than one. First, even if the revenge does impact the person they're intending to hurt with it, publicly admitting to it online is giving that person who hurt them a logical argument to discredit the negative claims against them. It makes them look like the good guy. And in many of these cases, I don't think what the ex did was okay by any means. So I don't think they deserve to have that to falsely convince themselves that they're a good person and that you wrong them. Second, posting this online creates this toxic loop, where it attracts those like-minded individuals to you, who praise you and laugh with you, while repelling those who cope with conflict and emotion in a healthy way. And often those types of people are the ones who won't hurt you in the first place. So you're just continually pulling in people who won't let you grow and who will keep hurting you. And I'm not gonna lie, being the bigger person sucks in the moment. It doesn't have that instant gratification that revenge does. Having lies spread about you and having your character questioned doesn't feel good. But like the school bully who keeps poking you, trying to get you to snap, these people are just trying to get a reaction out of you. Not giving them one infuriates them. Not caring about them drives them nuts. And once you finally do move on and actually don't care anymore, you get a way deeper, more fulfilling satisfaction knowing you didn't have to stoop to their level and didn't give them anything to make themselves feel or look good. Trust me, I've been through it. And though it doesn't always happen, the feeling of someone growing and apologizing years down the line because you walking away made them self-reflect enough to change, that's priceless. What do you guys think? If you agree and want more people to hear this message, then please let that YouTube algorithm know by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell, and watching till the end. All that engagement really does help out. You can also consider joining the Discord, link in the description, and grabbing some Retro Phantom merch in my merch shop if you so please. You're also free to check out the gal behind the Danny Phantom PNG on my socials, linked there as well. And that's all from me. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Thanks for watching.